It's time for Superkids again. Let's get started with the pocket chart. Qua, ka, quick. I have another letter to add. We're going to move these two together. Ready? Ka, ka, kick. K, d, kid. Make sure you're sounding these out with me. U, d, lid. O, k, lick. P, k, pick. P, pit. And the last one, qua, quit. There we go. That's the end of that. We are not going to do dictation today because we are going to read the whole story together. And so I want you to be on page 7 in your book. And we are going to read this whole story. And I will say who is the person reading. And then we will just read it together. So make sure you're reading with me. And then we'll do the comprehension activity. And I will play the audio from the parent portal on this video, so you don't have to go to the parent portal if you don't want to. Okay, so let's read together. The title is first. And I will point. Ready? The Glum Princess. Act 1. The problem. The queen says, the princess is a problem. The king says, is the princess sick? The queen says, no, the princess is not sick. The princess is sad and glum. Turn to page 8, where the king says, will gifts help the princess? The queen says, no. The princess has lots of fun gifts, but the princess is still glum. King, let's put on a pet contest. The princess can pick an animal for a pet. Queen, and the princess will grin at last. Everybody grin for me. Are you all smiling? That's good. Ready for page 9. The question asker says, but will the princess like a pet? Will the princess like a big pet? Will the princess like an odd pet? Will the princess like a fat pet? That question asker has lots of questions. Let's go on to page 10. Read up here together with me. Act 2, the pet contest. And here is Emma, the cricket keeper. I present a cricket. A cricket is a A cricket is a bug. It likes to hop. It will not nip the princess. It will not mess up the castle. Cricket, cricket, cricket. And that's said by the cricket. We're on for the queen. A cricket is not a lot of fuss. Question asker, will the princess pick the cricket? The princess says, no, I will not. A bug is a dull pet. And the cricket says, "No, cricket, no, cricket, no, cricket." He is sad. He would like to be picked. We are now on page 12. Everybody on page 12. And here is the first pig presenter, or pig keeper. And she says, "I present a pig." The other one says, "And I present a pig." First one, "The princess will like the twin pigs. Pigs romp and stomp a lot." Second pig keeper, "Pigs like mud." And the pigs say, "Grunt, grunt, grunt, grunt." Make your best pig noise for me right now. I am sure you are much better at making pig noises than I am. Let's go on to page 13, where the king says, "The pigs will mess up the castle." Queen, "If the princess likes the pigs, I can stand the mess." Question asker, "Will the princess like twin pigs?" The princess says, "No, pigs smell." Check out her reaction up here. Does she think it smells good or bad? You are right, it smells bad. Okay, we are on the bottom. Do you think the pigs are going to grunt happily or sadly? Yep, sadly is it. Let's grunt sadly. Grunt, grunt. Can you make your pig noises again? Okay, let's go on to page 14 with the kangaroo keeper. "I present a kangaroo. A kangaroo has a big pocket. The princess can sit in the pocket." And the kangaroo says, "Hip, hop, hip, hop." On to the next page. We're on page 15, and the queen says, "A kangaroo is a fun pet." King, "I bet the princess will pick the kangaroo." "Is the kangaroo the best pet for the princess?" says the question asker. And the princess says, "No, it is hot in the pocket. I will not pick the kangaroo." And the kangaroo sadly says, "Hop, hop, hop." So sad. How many pets were there so far? Did you say 3? You are right. We are ready for the next page. We're on page 16, and the queen says, "I am upset. The princess is a bit difficult. The princess did not like the animals, and the princess is still glum. In fact, the princess acts like a brat." That is not a good thing. Let's go on and see what happens. We're on page 17 and ready to read together again. Act 3, Daffodil the Dragon. The dragon keeper says, "Daffodil is not a bad dragon. I bet the princess will like Daffodil." Page 18. The dragon keeper says, "Sit still, Daffodil. The dragon must not act up at the castle. The dragon must not huff and puff. A dragon must let the princess pet him." And the dragon says, "Huff, puff." The question asker, "Will the king and queen let a dragon in the castle?" The queen says, "A dragon is a bad pet." King, "A dragon will kick the castle to bits. Quick, get rid of the dragon." The princess says, "No, stop." Do you think she likes the dragon? We need to find page 20. 20 is next. And we're at the end of the story. And the princess says, "I like the dragon. I picked Daffodil for a pet. The dragon wins. At last, the princess grins. The end. So they all look so happy there. Now, I am going to find that in the, my computer went to sleep. So I am getting back in there, and then hopefully it will take me. Yes, it did. Okay, so what we're going to do is go back to page 7 and make sure you have a pencil. I will play the part that you have. So what you're going to do is underline something, put an X on something, or circle something for each page or each 2 pages, and I will play it, and I will turn up the volume on my computer quick so that it is loud enough so that you can hear it. And if you can't hear it very well, it's also on the parent portal. So it is called the Glum Princess Comprehension Activity.
Look at page 7. Find the words the Queen says that tell how the princess feels. Underline the 2 words that tell how the princess feels.
When you are done with that, we'll turn to the next page. Feel free to pause the video anytime you need to.
Now turn to pages 8 and 9. Look at the sentences on page 8. Find the sentence the king says, "The princess can pick an animal for a pet." Underline the sentence, "The princess can pick an animal for a pet." Now turn to pages 10 and 11. Look at the picture at the top of pages 10 and 11. Which character thinks a cricket is not a fun or interesting pet? Mark an X on the picture of the character who thinks a cricket is not a fun or interesting pet.
You may have to read below to figure out who thinks it is not an interesting pet if you do not remember, and then put an X on that person. Feel free to pause this video anytime you need to.
Now turn to pages 12 and 13. Look at the sentences on page 13. Find these words the princess says. "No, pigs smell." Underline the word smell.
When you're done, turn to page 14.
Now turn to pages 14 and 15. Look at the top picture on pages 14 and 15. Which character has a big pocket the princess can sit in? Circle the picture of the character with a big pocket. Now turn to pages 16 and 17. Look at the sentences on page 16. Find the sentence the Queen says, "The princess is a bit difficult." Underline the sentence, "The princess is a bit difficult." Now look at the words on page 17. Find the title of Act 3. Underline the word dragon in the title of Act 3. Now turn to pages 18 and 19. Look at the top picture on pages 18 and 19. Which character wants to get rid of the dragon? Mark an X on the picture of the character who wants to get rid of the dragon.
To figure that out, if you don't remember, you may need to look at the words down here on this page. So look on the words on page 19, figure out who wants to get rid of the dragon.
Now turn to page 20. Look at the sentences on page 20. Find this sentence the princess says. I pick daffodil for a pet. Draw a line from the sentence to the picture of daffodil.
So you need to draw a line from something down here to something up here. So make sure your line ends on what you want in the picture. If you need to repeat any of this, you can back up the video a little bit and do that. Then we are ready for the next page. We are on page 21. And let's read the top part together right here. I like to huff and puff. So would that be the dragon, the kangaroo, or the cricket? What do you think? If you thought it was a dragon, you are right. You are going to circle the dragon with your pencil. You're going to do the same thing for the rest of them. You have to read the sentence and decide who was saying that, okay? Who would say that? And when you're done, then you're all done with that part in the book. So the only other thing for today, there are two more things actually. One of them is the handwriting. And so the handwriting is what you're going to do. And that is right here on there. And it's also in the email that you're getting today. Also, the other thing is in the journal, draw a picture of your favorite part of the story. Write a sentence about how you liked it or about why you liked it or didn't like it. And write the date in the top left corner. That is an optional activity. That means if you have time and you want to draw in your journal and do this, you may do this. If you do not want to, that is okay. Also, the puzzle, the Glum Princess, that is also an optional activity. So those are the two things that are optional for today. And the thing you do have to do, though, for sure, is the handwriting. So have a great evening. Bye.